One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Gets it on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. And they're not on the same page there. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Fields. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Goes to the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Love. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Irish! The defense putting points on the board.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Collins. Gets it out fast. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Power football with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Well, that last missed field goal is essentially a microcosm of the year it's been for this football team. Things just not going the right way on offense, on defense, and on special teams. Guys, it's just been that kind of year.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Carr. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback is excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front he could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Pauly. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's James. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The quick out. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Gill. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Try to get it to the edge. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Second down coming up.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. The play action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Notre Dame always comes up with these kind of backers, guys like Bob Golick who just find their way to the football. 2nd tackle for loss there.
And I just think of physical, smart, tough guys that are right in the middle of the defense, that are firing and shooting through gaps and understanding what's coming, getting in the backfield, making big plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. Unloads it left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And this ball looks like he just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Gives it on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Syracuse looking for the fourth down conversion. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wants to throw on first down. Going for 6. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's go! Let's go!
Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys. Wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTEP. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, their offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Price. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Takes the handoff. It's Price. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in this siding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the pass. Makes the grab. Tight coverage there. Did not stop it from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Carr. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on.
Number 24.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hatcher. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hatcher. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone.
Come on, set.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Nixon. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Easy.
Trying play action. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Carr. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 27, Syracuse 3.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Pauly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's when the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the ground with the back. Shows him the stiff arm.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Rifles it down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Orange will have to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They were really hopeful he can make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hatcher. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you...
There he goes. Fakes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide out. Give to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You've got to start using them.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but The defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over UTEP. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive with a pass. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Great team defense on that line play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The give is to Williams. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is work. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
33.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we look pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that.